what else to know? Letters. Writing letters and to your family. It's gonna be a while before you get to write. If your division, your RDCs, again, that's a recruit division commander. Those are the ones that are gonna train you. Okay, if your RDCs were as tough as mine, you're not gonna get to write a letter all the time. We couldn't write letters. I think we could only write letters Sundays, and you can receive mail from Monday through Friday. We could receive mail from Monday through Friday, which was great, except I didn't get a letter right away because it was a whole big mix-up. And when you get your first letter, especially if you haven't received one, that's gonna be like your oh moment. You know, you're gonna be like, oh my God. I personally was crying because I needed, you know, to hear from my family. And my mom sent a letter, but the way it got there, it was like a week and a half too late, and it got kind of lost in the mail. So it was really hard. So try to get like buy a little notebook and put all your friends, your family friends information in there and their address. So I've heard that the Army is a little bit better about that, like you can write all the time. And I'm sure in some of the Navy divisions you can write all the time, but in mine, if your RDCs are as hard as mine were, yeah, you're gonna be able to write once a week. And for limited time, so it's like you're gonna have to be writing really fast. So you know, because sometimes there's always to do. There's always something to do. You know, it's like you can't spend your whole day like writing to your family. It's not gonna happen. So try to keep it simple and fast, and so you can get as many letters sent out to whoever you need to send out to. Let's see, what else? Physical training. Yeah, I hate that topic because I'm not great at it. Physical training was very tough for me. I will tell you the ones that, at least in the Navy, that we did. That way you can kind of prepare for that now, especially if you have time. Prepare for it. Can't stress that enough. That way when you're there, you can pass whatever you need to pass with the assessments. For every branch it's different. You do have to do a certain amount of push-ups and sit-ups and running time. For every branch it's different depending on which one you're going to. For the Navy, it also depends if you're a man or a woman. There's different requirements. Now for the Navy, I'll have to get back to you on that because I don't. It also depends on your age. If you range from certain age range to another one, then there is more time that you get or less time. So the older you are, the more time is added to that. For me, it was a little bit older. I'm not gonna say my age, but so I got a little bit more extra time, but it was still very tough. So things that I would recommend doing, physical aspects that I would recommend you doing now if you are going into the Navy. Definitely learn or do push-ups. Definitely, I can't stress that enough. The more you can do, the better. Your recruiter should tell you for your age and your I forgot, like you have to have a certain amount, so you might want to ask your recruiter on that. And if he says 20, do 25. That way when you get there, it's easy, you're prepared. Because the whole point of this is that you want to be more than prepared. So when you get there, it's easy and you don't have to stress out. There were some people, and some of my shipmates could not do certain things. And maybe it wasn't the physical part, maybe it was the test for for the ranks or whatever, they could not do it. It was just so, it was tough on them. And that's why I'm making these videos. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you. I'm telling you things so that way it's a lot easier. If you follow things, some things that I'm saying, at least, you know, about knowing your ranks and definitely your general orders of Sentry, then it's going to make the process, I promise you, it's going to make it so much easier. A physical part, if he tells you to do 20 push-ups, do 25. Sit-ups, if he says 50, or your recruiter says 50, you do 60. That way when you get there, you have very little work to do. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of stuff to do, but it's gonna be so much easier for you. Let's see what else. So push-ups, sit-ups, definitely. Running. Yeah, that was the hardest thing for me because I'm not a runner, not at all, and that was tough. I believe I had to do it 1.5 miles in, I think it was like 14 minutes, and that was really tough for me. Or was it 12, 14? I think it was 14. That was tough, and I know for most people it's 12 minutes or something. So if you can do it in 11, 10, I know it's tough, but if you can do it in 10 or 11 minutes, go for it. Two exercises that I was never informed about, but we went to, when I was at boot camp, we definitely had to do it, and I would recommend that you do it. Well, actually 3, but arm circles, those that you back and forth, those you'll have to do, but that's a little bit easier. 8 count bodybuilders, I believe that's, yeah, 8 count bodybuilders. Sorry, I've been out a little bit, so I had to refresh my memory. You definitely, if you're going to the Navy, you want to do those. Those are tough. Those, I will tell you a website or where you can go and find those. It's actually on YouTube. There's a video that shows you the proper way. I think in the video he does hold some weight things. Don't worry about the weight things. Imagine that those weight things aren't there. But the way that he does it in the video, it's pretty similar to the way we do it. Those, if you think push-ups are bad, yeah. These are tougher. These, you're definitely going to do it. I don't even remember doing that many push-ups. I remember doing 8 count bodybuilders. That was tougher. Because to do one, you have, it's tougher. So you definitely want to do that. And another thing, mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, you definitely want to do those. Because those will be on there. When you actually take the assessments, you won't have to do that. You just have to do a normal push-up and sit-ups and the running. But in order to get there, the RDCs will make you do those 8 count bodybuilders and the mountain climbers, because they're trying to get you stronger. I remember when one day I was in the shower, I looked down at my calves and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm building nice calves. Because we were up all day, just walking, marching, doing drill, and so that was tough. I was like, wow, you know, all day you're going to be on your feet. Yeah, pretty much all day. So you're always going to be doing something.